If you are coming to your charts and you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you're simply gambling. You need to know exactly what you're looking for way before you even open your charts. How do we achieve that? By doing our analysis a night before. That way we know exactly which asset we're going to be looking at and what kind of setup we will be expecting the following day. Because every day we come to our charts, our job is to hunt, and we're hunting for the best setups. All right. So yesterday I took Swiss franc here. As you can see, I took it on this big engulfment to the top. First they gave this big red candle. I didn't take it here. I took it on this white one. As you can see, I bought it here and I put my stop right below this engulfment candle, and my TP was at the high of the previous week. I always say the high of the previous week is very, very important. Why did I take this engulfment up, not this red candle down? Well, I'm gonna explain everything that happened in this position right now so that you can get the skill. Okay, well, when we are looking at Swiss franc, one thing you'll understand is that last week made a high right here. This gray highlighted box is last week's highs and last week's low. That's why you can see that the high of the previous week was actually made somewhere here, and that's why the following week this box followed it, and actually the low was actually also made here. You can see this is the lowest price is reached the previous week, and that's why now we have the box. And as I say, this is an indicator that is in my description. You can download it there. It's very, very important because every week when I come to my charts, I need to know what happened last week, and let me show you why. Well, when you look at this here, you'll notice that this week they came and they pinned down last week's low. Why? Because there are many stops here. Remember, there are people who bought here, and when people buy here, what happens? They put their stops just below the weekly low. And again, there are people who waited for Fridays to close. Those who are using a weekly time frame, when Friday closes, that's where they execute, and they put their stops where? At the high of the week. Why am I saying that? I showed you exactly what I did. I took this one here, and where did I put my stops? I put them just below this candle here. So that is the same practice that is actually being employed globally by people using different time frames. So you can rest assured that anybody who sold on the close of Friday, a person who's on a weekly time frame, obviously, where are their stops? Their stops are at the high of the week. So we know that up here there's a lot of stops, and we know also that down here there's a lot of stops. Okay, and again, there are people who put pending orders, sell pending orders. Why? Because everything about the market is breakout. You know, everybody has a breakout strategy somewhere. Okay, so when they break out here, there are many sell orders that are actually activated. So this candle here activated a lot of selling orders and went directly and hit their stops. Because if you are putting a sell order right here, where are you gonna put your stops? Okay, those on a weekly time frame will obviously put their stops here. Those on a smaller time frame will put their stops maybe inside here. Okay, so immediately when this hits, it closes those who bought and also activates orders from those who sold. So this is very, very important to understand because there's a lot of activities happening at these price areas. So one thing I knew is that they pin through. So I told you, when you look at the highs or the lows of the previous week, it's either prices are gonna break, go down, come and retest and continue going down, or else they are gonna stop hunt. Stop hunt is liquidity grab. Most people understand this as liquidity grab, and most people use this as liquidity grab. So I knew that the moment they broke this high, remember this day made a high here, you see, this day made a high here, and since this was going all the way down and down and down, right, and on this day, this is the first day that we see them breaking the high. And remember market structure. Market structure says if they are going down, they have to be doing something like this. And this is something we all know. Nobody can deny it, and it's very, very important. Unfortunately, when people come to their prices, they tend to forget. So what is actually happening here is they are breaking the lows. Okay, they are breaking the lows. How do you know now that prices are about to reverse? When they do something like this. Now this means something very important happened. Instead of continuously breaking the lows, you realize that this time around, what did they do? They broke the high. And this is a sign that they are now ready to do what? To change directions, you see. So this is normal market structure. But now when you see this thing, you should know now that, oh, now they are ready to reverse. And what do we call this? This is called a failed break. This last break that broke this low now becomes the failed break. How do we know it's failed? It's failed when they now break the high of this day, right? So the moment they broke this high, this one is a failed break. So this is highly reliable because this tells you now they are ready to go the opposite direction. So with that information, or with that knowledge, we knew that this one was a failed break, and it's not just a failed break this time around. It's a failed break happening where at a critical area. And we know now that they've just wiped out everybody from the previous week. Remember, there are people who bought here, they've all just been wiped out, all right? So they give a failed break at the low of the previous week. This is a move that is going in the opposite direction. So on this day, when I came, of course, I had a beautiful execution here, which was short term. And yesterday, I just decided to do what? To hold this one to the high of the week. Why? Because as I said, the people who executed on a weekly time frame, where are their stops? Their stops are here. So eventually this candle is back to close them. What does this candle become? If you are on a weekly time frame, it becomes exactly these two candles. It's now a rarer track. Why? Because this is a big candle going down, followed by a big candle going up. So you need to understand that charts are fractal. What happens on a smaller one is exactly what's going to happen on a larger time frame. So when you understand this, you know that they are heading to the high. Why? Because that's where stops are. They've wiped the stops low, they are going for the stops high. That is what they are going to do most of their time. So when I saw this one, I knew this one was going up, all right? But I can't say like you know it guaranteed. No, when you are analyzing a day before, I do my analysis around 8 p.m. I already knew that, okay, this move is going up, and where are the stops? The stops are up here, right? And that's why I waited. They came down and they came down. That's why I never fell for this one going down. Why? Because I'm not gonna go down when they've just closed everybody here. They'll have to convince me, okay? So that's where they went up, and later I added another position on this candle right here before this one actually closed, because I knew that this was a W in another way. All right, so this one is a beautiful one. My TPs were just at the high of the previous week. Why? Because that's where I know we are gonna have a lot of stops. So when you do your work a night before, you already know exactly what you're gonna be hunting for, and it can never come as easy as this. Why? Because remember, this is yesterday's close. What did they do? They engulfed it. Engulfing yesterday's close is powerful, and then coming back and bouncing on it, that's a bonus. That's a dead giveaway. That's why we always have these areas. And by the way, this indicator is in my description. It has yesterday's highs, yesterday's lows, yesterday's close, last week's highs, and yes, last week's lows. So it's the same principle, whether it's on yesterday's high, yesterday's low, last week's high, last week's low, last month's high, last week's low, or last year's high, last year's low. The very same thing applies. That's where we're gonna have a lot of interaction or reaction. So that's why this one played out very, very well. So there are many like these when you come to your charts every single day. Once they've stop hunted the previous week, you know what you're gonna get. You know what's you're gonna get. The best thing is to wait, okay? Because this day they just started reversing heavily, and this actually became a TD. Why? Because they violated the high of this one. This is what I keep talking about every single day. It's the same thing repeating every single day. The same thing repeating every single day. And as I said, if you look at it on a weekly, you're only gonna see this, a big one going down followed by a big one going up. So you know exactly what's coming, all right? Because all these things are fractal. All these things are fractal. Have a beautiful day today. Thank you.